Man, let me tell you, it's some work to do these YouTube videos. I am committed though. I'm locked in and I am determined to share some rich data with you guys to improve your brokerages and collectively us being a force in this industry. Again, my name is Juan Moore, and I am coming to you with Hit the Ground Running Part 1. I just gave you the intro, and we left off at making sure that you don't get too much software before it's time. It's cool, definitely, to identify the software that you need, but listen, don't get too much because you'll just be wasteful. Target market, making sure that you find your niche, and there are definitely, you hear a slogan called "There's niches and riches." Definitely, that is holds true. Um, do not give up on your big um, customers. You know, $100 million in revenue, plus the 100 million plus, because the 50 to 100, they're actually more obtainable. The 100 million plus, getting it, yeah, that's a little bit more. I will make mention in what did I get myself into? I make mention of that you need to get your golf game up to par. But nonetheless, we'll cover a lot of that in the Mega Mentorship Program. You guys remember, before we get started, to subscribe, I guess, whichever one. Subscribe to our channel because I'm going to definitely be giving you raw information, and I need to move it along because, as you know, my videos are very short, sweet, and simple, to the point. Now, how much time should you spend on a shipper? Listen, don't spend too much time as far as in your day spinning the wheels on a shipper that you just, listen, just like a relationship, and you're meeting a person for the first time and you approach them like you're being what we call thirsty, like really aggressive, wanting to be with, and that's fine if you want to, but a lot of times, human nature, we repel from uh, being too aggressive. So make sure that you just fall back and court a little bit with your customer. Find out what they want. Take some donuts to the office, things of that nature, to set yourself apart, to gather those customers. How much time should you spend? So yeah, so with that, just one of the questions was, how much time should you spend? Just don't spend a lot of time. Time is money. That's our most precious commodity. So make your connections, and if you have to make many calls, listen, if you got to call a customer for a whole year, um, listen, to get to know people's names and all that, and they like, at some point, listen, the numbers say they're going to say yes. So just keep that in mind. Just don't be thirsty with it. Mega Mentorship Program, again, it is designed to go into depth with your personal questions that you have, and retaining to how to build a successful brokerage. You know, that's really a loaded statement. How to build a successful brokerage. I mean, the success started with you um, accomplishing getting your authority. That was the success. So congratulations and hats off to you for accomplishing that journey, because that wasn't easy. Going through the application process and setting up everything to get going. That's a lot. So congratulations on that. The tools that you will need to get going, to hit the ground running, you definitely need to identify a TMS system. Transportation monitoring system is what they technically call it. I like to call it transaction monitoring system and or management system, trucking management system. Listen, as long as you have a software program that gets the job done, being that you can build your BOL in that platform and it prints off and it looks, um, you can send it to your prospective customers and it looks presentable, professional, to your likings. There's no, um, you know, as long as the bill and lading has the pertinent information that it needs on there, who cares what it looks like? As long as it's easy to the eyes and the customers, everybody who's interacting with that bill of lading, they understand where everything is and it's easy to read. But more so, it's not a right or wrong way. That might be something that I'll go into of what a bill of lading should look like. So maybe subscribe and leave your comments on some of the subject matters that you would like for me to talk about. Um, TMS system, a shipper source. Ooh, now that's a doozy. I might need a part two for this subject all alone. But we do have a segment coming up that's going to be acquiring shippers base. I don't know what I forget what the subject matter is, but it definitely, well, the subject matter is getting shippers and all a part of that segment. So we will be sharing our expertise on how we have been acquiring our shippers and, give you some tips on that. And then make sure you have a load board that you feel confident in. More so, the trick on that, or the tip that I can give you, is to make sure you choose a load board that will populate your load or your post to a lot of truckers, because sometimes you'll get into a situation where you need to find a carrier like right away because of whatever situation. If you kind of like dealing with spot freight, yeah, that might be, or you're trying to make yourself look good for a new shipper and find a carrier for their load, then you would want to make sure that your post is visible for carriers to see. So, and then we'll go more into that in the Mega Mentorship program as well. So you can visit our website, www.state-to-state-freightbrokers.com. Subscribe to our channel. We're going to try to make sure that you get, the information something that I say in these short platforms, these short videos will give you that nugget that you need to make your brokerage better. All right, and improve the overall performance of it. So that's my time. And again, hey, we one cut these darn things to keep the organicness there. So thanks for tuning in. And I think that might be all for this segment, other than the shipper source. You know what? We're going to do a part two on shipper source. Okay, so tune in to part two.